hate being lonely. It'll make me mistake the real for the phony. All I ever wanted was someone to really
Want me to call you, man?
Moreno, if you want. Como quiera.
Nicknames, bro.
Like, how do we keep up?
Man, I'm actually confused. I'm like,
No, that fool, what did Chris call me? 80?
Chris was like 80, and I was like, well, who the fuck is 80?
It was
first of all?
80. Yeah,
And
it's
then
good.
he's like, yeah, fucking Prieto, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then you got a few more, right?
Yeah, I mean, shit, I got Prieto, I got 80 because actually because my main nickname, the one that mostly everyone calls me is Moreno.
Moreno.
Yeah, so then con Moreno, when I met the grupo when I first met the grupo, they're like, Diego was the one who was like, hey, I don't think I want to call this nigga Moreno. So he was like, oh, 80, because I don't know if you've ever heard of the corrido Moreno 80.
I might have.
I don't know.
Hey,
if I
I
have,
listened
but-
to it.
Is
Yeah,
it fire?
no, it's a fire ass corrido about like, you know, a black dude from the 80s going and, you know, selling that codeine and shit, you know what I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah. So that's why that's why they call me 80. That's kind of just the nickname they call me.
Yeah.
And then shit, I got Moreno, I got Prieto. I mean, I got my actual name, but I don't really like saying it.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, no.
You mentioned another one too. I
Oh.
can't remember which one it was, but I'm like, man, this fool's got all these nicknames, man.
You're like, which one do I do?
For real.
For real.
All right, welcome in,
Shit,
bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having
You're
me,
back.
for real, man.
You're
Yeah,
back.
shit.
Now you're
I
by
know,
yourself,
back.
It's
man.
great. It's great being here. It's always a fun time, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. You were good last time. I'm sure you're gonna be great this time.
Let's hope. Yeah.
Like we were talking about, like Chris mentioned it to me, and I was like, dude, this fucking guy's been on one lately.
Yeah, as of late, I've been really trying to apply the pressure, a little more so obviously because I mean the new year's coming in. You know, it's always nice to put in that extra hustle. You know, reapply myself so I can see my growth from this point to the end of this year.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So like yeah, last year was really a turning point for me. Honestly, I feel like that's really when shit started taking off. I mean, I just dropped my first solo EP. You know what I'm saying?
Congrats,
Yeah.
bro.
Right in December. So that was great. I mean,
That was in December.
yeah, that was in December. It was dope as fuck. I mean, it was like an experience. You know, it was my first drop.
Are you talking about this one?
Yeah, I'm talking about that one. Tragic endings.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Wow.
I thought that was this year for some reason.
No, you know
That was
what?
December.
It was late December. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
because this is the one
It
that
was in Christmas. I dropped that on Christmas. Now I
Oh yeah,
remember.
okay.
I dropped
close
that.
to the new year.
Yeah.
I listened to this and I really liked it.
What did you think about
And
it?
I thought it was interesting because like you had mentioned that you were doing stuff on your own too, but I had never listened to it, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I just thought it was like so different from like the grupo stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, this
yeah.
is fucking sick. So you have like different.
I like to consider myself a little bit more of like a versatile. Versatile. I don't know. Ni sé cómo decirlo.
Yeah,
versatile.
I see it.
Yeah, versatile.
Yeah.
Which one is it,
versatile.
Nando? You tell us. bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I'm just trying to eat my Pop
No,
Tart.
man, you're good. Versatile.
Versatile,
Is that what it
yeah.
is?
Versatile.
Versatile, yeah.
I have an uncle that does tiles, but that's another,
That's another thing.
That's another thing. No, but yeah, I mean, I consider myself a really.
So let's
like,
talk about them. Like,
Okay.
you started with what? Like music or modeling? Because I know you've been doing
Oh,
that too.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
So tell us a little bit about everything
Yeah,
you
let's
do.
do the little timeline here. Excuse me, fucking modelo. But it's really started with music. I mean, I've been playing music. Well, I've been making music, I should say, since the age of 5. That's when I first learned to play the drums. I
Okay.
first started playing the drums when I was 5. I should mention I used to go with my grandma to church, and she era cristiana. She was a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
so she like her church was really like almost like if you would like Hispanic gospel, if you would. You know what I'm saying? And they have all these instruments. They play what they call alabanza. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
worship group or whatever.
Like in el coro kind of thing?
Right, kind of thing. Yeah, but I played the instruments. So then I started when I was 5. I played the drums, pero los
You were
dejé.
5 years old?
Yeah, I was 5 years old, man. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's hella young
Pero-
to be playing
pero-
drums,
Imagine
bro.
this little ass fool just running around playing the drums and shit.
No, it's crazy, man. Pero la neta.
Wavy hair and shit.
No, it's funny. When I was a kid, I had a fat ass afro. Pero Nah, pero la neta no, I didn't apply myself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't necessarily. I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
bro, you
So it
were
wasn't-
5 years old.
Yeah.
Man.
Exactly. It wasn't necessarily something that like I really stuck onto because eventually I let him go. I stopped playing the drums. After that, I grew up and I started doing band in high school. Pero like in this alabanza, in the worship group, también they had a wind section what consisted of a fucking trumpet, trombone, saxophone, those types of instruments. So I was like totally in love with the trumpet. I was like, oh damn, this is fucking crazy. So I picked up the trumpet when I was like in 4th grade. And from there, going into 6th grade, I picked up the trombone. And then
And the trombone is the big one?
yeah,
big
no,
one.
the trombone
Oh,
is the one you
okay,
slide.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like this, yeah.
And like this.
Damn, bro.
Hey,
That's
hella sus.
hella sus, bro.
Pause. What up?
Pause. For real. Hey, pause.
But I started playing that, and then I was like really invested into the worship group, and I was like really like, but the fact was that like I was still very young. I was still like barely going into junior high, so I was devoted like my weekends, and then certain days out of the weekdays, like 2 days out of the week to go practice with the worship group. I was like invested. Everything I had to do, on my time had to be put into the worship group. Because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That was the requirement, and that was like the level of like, I don't know, of intensity they were at.
Yeah.
But I was a kid, man. I didn't really feel like I didn't think that was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like
It
I'm
was
too
just something that you were doing.
and it's like I really like speaking long term, you're doing it for a good cause, I'm worshiping God in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
You
But
still believe in God and everything?
shit, it's kind of I do believe there's a God, I think
It's a
myself
higher power?
I think there's a higher power for sure, but I'm really if you would like anti religion, if you would.
Right.
Like
the whole
I
thing.
really I don't fuck with the like
You're trying to go there, man? We'll go there, man.
I mean shit, we can go deep, man. I mean
You're trying to talk about- trying to talk some shit about religion, bro?
Yeah, like the corruption in it.
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
feel
No,
you.
yeah, that's
I
true.
kind of feel the same
Yeah.
way.
And like the manipulation aspect, like you'll see it way more in women, more than like you'll hear many stories about girls who grew up in these churches and they've been through shit, and I don't want to get into detail, but like we can use our imagination here and kind of, because it's pretty much the same story every time. You know what I'm
It's a lot
saying?
of-
It's really just an ongoing thing.
There's
And
a lot of hypocrisy, I feel like.
oh yeah, that too, man.
Like,
It's
it's just
like
hypocrites all the time,
Yeah,
man. Like,
and,
there's
you
some
know-
shitty people in church, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's be real. You go to
It's-
church,
it's-
Nando?
I go to church every Sunday, my boy.
You do?
that's what's
For
up,
real?
man.
Damn.
That's what's up. And
That's cool.
like,
I mean, I respect it.
Me,
I respect
me
it.
too, because look, my grandma goes to church, but
Yeah.
my grandma, she goes to church every weekend, meaning Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, both?
And yeah,
Damn,
because
that's crazy.
she's Christian, and they're like I said, they're really like, I wouldn't say demanding, but they're really like at it. And I love the fact that my grandma has a resource, that she has this community of people, because I grew up in that community. And like, shit, I didn't grow up with no dad. My mom wasn't really there. So like I grew up with this community, and this community brought me up, and they really supported me. So
That's-
I love that aspect
That's
Yeah.
the good
of
part
church.
of it.
I really love that aspect that you can every weekend, maybe one time a week, 2 times, 3 times, however many times you go, you can go and just
Feel welcome.
feel like like
Like
welcomed.
you're a part of something,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
feel a part of something.
I didn't know you went to church, fool.
I
Yeah,
go to a
man.
Christian church on Sunday mornings.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
that's sick. And then I love that, but it's just for me personally, it was the bad shit that goes on behind the doors, the closed doors, and in front of people's faces. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for me. So I definitely respect people who believe in a higher power. I definitely feel like you should definitely reach to be a higher power. Reach and connect to
I
a higher
agree.
power. But I really don't believe you should use that as an excuse to manipulate. And,
I agree.
get your way and shit.
That's the thing with like I feel like Christians have this rep of like, oh, you're Christian, like you're gonna push everything onto me or whatever, and it's like
Right.
not everybody's like that.
No,
It's just
and
some
most
people
There's
are.
people that do
But there
sure.
are. And
There
I mean,
are.
I've witnessed it. I've known people who like they try to push it onto you hella bad. Me, it's just like, bro, you believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
I got my beliefs. You got yours.
Right.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
Right.
you,
know what I
you
mean?
just have to. You have to be a good person, like outside of church too. Not
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I feel like some
Exactly.
people are
You
just
can't
shitty
use
all
that
the
as an
time,
excuse to
and then
get
they
away
go to
with
church
your
and then
bullshit.
they think they're good. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
that.
No, if you think like you're a great person just because you go to church every Sunday, like how's your life outside of it after that Sunday?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to keep it all around. And it just also depends on like the people around you, the church you go to, like all those things have a lot of influence, you
Yeah,
know? So you
I
got to
agree.
be smart about
Right.
where you're at, but
100%. Because I mean, when I look at you and you tell me this is right or wrong,
Okay.
I see a guy that's pretty chill. He just gets along with everybody, and like
Alright.
you're like on your like you got good vibes. When I see you, bro,
Right.
I think good vibes, man. You see that fucking thing?
good vibes
I
only.
put that right above you, man, for
Ah,
a reason,
man.
bro.
That's crazy, man. 'Cause I mean,
Is that accurate? You just feel like a super laid back, like chill
I mean,
guy.
I felt
Right.
that way the first time you were here.
sick,
Like,
man. I
like
appreciate
just
that so much.
the energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can, I feel like you meet people, bro, and you can just first 10 minutes you talk to them, you know if they're like super chill and open minded
Yeah.
versus like,
Right.
how do I talk to this fool?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly. I mean, shit. I mean, I've been like I can say like I try to pride myself around that, just because I
Like
mean,
personality wise.
yeah, like personality wise. I mean, shit. It's not. I'm gonna just tell you, like, it's not really hard for me anymore. You know, like, it's really easy for me to be like outgoing and now, especially like in the career choice that I want to take. You know, I've really found. I found that fucking motel.
They do be doing that though.
Yeah, no.
bro.
But shit, I don't know. I mean, I try to just, you know, I feel like scratch everything I just fucking said. I'm so sorry. I feel like one big thing is I'm from Reno, okay, and in Reno we have the fattest fucking rep, just being a hating ass city, hating ass people. Everybody hate me, you know. Everybody
You think
hate
so?
it. Yeah, dude. I mean, you ask anybody like from Reno who like, you know, you can ask a lot of people from Reno. They'll tell you that. Like as much as there's that loving community inside of Reno,
There's
you
a
know,
hateful one.
there's that hateful one, and you know that's why I want to be like, you know, that's why I carry myself this way, because I don't like from the minute you meet me, I want you to understand that I'm not really in no like I'm not with no bullshit. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really like to show people who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're very open, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, then at that point, like shit, like if like I mean, it's just it comes with maturity as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Yeah.
you gotta be like, I don't know how to explain it necessarily. That's kind of
No, and
No,
you
we get what
definitely
you
come
mean.
off
you get what I mean? I'm just
mature, like more mature than you actually are. I know how old you are, fool. You're not
yeah,
fooling
no,
me.
yeah, no, ain't
You're not
nobody
fooling me, bro. No, but then you also see that, like, you see that another big thing, and for the reason that I reached out to you is because I've seen just how much people fuck with you at the same time. You know, you see that, and that
Yeah.
has value to it. Like when I see people outside and they're talking about Nando, they talk about him on a good way for the
Right.
most part. You know,
right.
Hey,
and
that's
so
nice.
once you have that
Thanks,
support,
Hey, no,
no, yeah, for real, I'm serious.
I mean, what is there bad to say? You know what I'm saying? Is that and that's a big thing too. Is like
I
when
mean,
you
look
don't
at
give
him, bro.
people like when you don't
Look
give
at him,
people,
bro.
like, yeah.
What
he looks
about
like
me,
a
bro?
nice guy, man.
Oh.
Just look at him. You look at me.
Like if I
I
just
don't
saw
know.
you in the street, bro, I'd want
Yeah.
to give you a hug. No cap.
Deadass.
Oh,
If I were having a
shit.
bad day, I would, and you were in a crowd of
Hey,
people.
I'm
I'd
a
be like,
hugger, bro. Come
Yeah.
give me a hug whenever.
Damn, bro.
Pull up.
yo.
Pull up. He
Chava
said
though
pull up.
might not be as approachable.
I don't know about me, man. Nah, I'm just
I'm
like.
just Chava's cool. Nobody says anything bad about him. You know, I never met someone
and
who's like,
that shows a lot. Like
Right.
yeah,
when people fuck with you like that, because there's some. I mean, I do agree. Like, there's some hating ass people here, but then nobody fucking fucks with them at the same time.
Yeah.
you know?
Right,
like they're
exactly.
just kind of doing their own thing by themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly that. Since like the hating ass niggas are the ones that get the hate. That's why you can tell that when a person is getting love out here in the city, like say us for example, it's because we portray that love back.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's kind of the moral of what I kind
Yeah.
of was trying to say.
No, I mean that's a really
You
good
know?
way to summarize it for
Right,
sure.
no, for
Because it's
sure.
like it's just what you put out is what you'll get.
For
type
sure.
of thing.
Exactly.
That's just life, man.
Pretty
So
much.
as far as the music goes,
Uh huh.
is this the first time that you put out music of your own?
Yeah, so that was my first drop ever.
How many tracks?
It was three.
Three
So it was
of
an
them.
EP
Okay.
of 3 tracks.
Just
yeah.
a little EP.
Yeah. It was
What was the title of it again?
Tragic Endings.
So why made you go with that?
Okay. Thank you for asking that. So what the whole overview of Tragic Endings is, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But a whole overview of Tragic Endings necessarily is about, I have 3 tracks. My first track being Lonely, second track being Not Sure, and third track being Can't Take This. They all follow kind of a storyline, almost, if you would. You know, they kind of all go with each other, and together summarized, you know, it's just a tragic ass ending. And I'll explain that because, oh fucking know that little.
But hella fucked you up.
No, for real, dude. But that first track, Lonely, I go ahead and talk about how, you know, a nigga be lonely, man. You know, I hate being lonely and shit. And then I go ahead and talk about how nowadays, though, everybody just trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So then I go ahead and talk about how, since I'm so lonely and I hate my loneliness, I'm going to go ahead and just do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and just fuck. For what? Like, you know, for no reason. You know, since all
To fulfill the hole?
to fulfill like that loneliness, if you would. And then that's kind of the first half of the song. And then I go ahead and transition that second part of the song to, look, fuck it, man. I mean, like, I'd rather be lonely than just keep doing this fucking meaningless ass shit. You know,
Is
what
that
I'm saying?
the Not Sure one?
That's Lonely. This is Lonely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the second half.
No, this is the second half of the
Okay.
first song. And then I go ahead and transition into that part where, like, I talk about, like, yo, it's not even worth it. You know, shit, fuck. Even though I hate being lonely, I know it's better, you know, to, like, work shit out, you know, and do shit, you know, take the time, you know, because at the end, like, you just end up in the same spot, you know. So that's Lonely. Then we go ahead and transition into the second track, Not Sure, which is an interlude. Actually, we got the feature right here with us, Wavy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, CZB
Okay,
Wavy.
okay. I see you, bro.
I did a track with my boy
shout
right
out
here.
Wavy,
Yeah.
is that what it was? Wavy,
CZB
right?
Wavy.
There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
CZB Wavy, man.
The second track with me and him, it's kind of an interlude, if you would. Funny fact about that song, I actually wrote that song on acid. It was really crazy.
Yeah, that must be fire, bro.
No, it was crazy, man. That second song, I just talk about, I'll kind of just follow you, you know, because after the first song, I talk about, you know, meeting a girl and, you know, taking the time. The second song talks about, like, kind of just like falling into it, you know, just like, you know, I'll follow you anywhere you go, you know, like I'm just,
the investment part almost.
No, like
investing into it?
como un tonto enamorado.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like foolishly falling in love with the girl again. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, I'll follow you, blah, blah, blah. It's all dreamy, whatever. And then that's when we transition that interlude piece, that second track, into the third track, which is this one. I Can't Take This. Just kind of like, you know, if you would, the peak of the whole EP.
The whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, I can't take this shit no more. You know, it's
Oh,
like,
so that's where the tragic ending comes
yeah,
from.
this is the tragic
Because
ending.
basically the storyline in the 3 tracks leads to a tragic ending.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
there
dope.
you go.
I like
Right.
that.
No, it's
I like
Yeah,
that
and
concept.
I put some, you know, like, I really want to put substance into my work. I'm really big on that, you know. And I feel like for most creators, like, and creatives, like, I feel like you should emphasize that part as well, you know, like giving your shit substance, you know, not just producing half-ass shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not just, you know, doing it for the fuck of it. You'll see a
Have
lot
meaning.
of, yeah, you know, like, a lot of people just gonna throw shit out to throw shit out, you know. Your typical fucking rapper who's just gonna talk about money, bitches.
But then
Yeah.
the other thing is,
And what's up?
like, I agree with that
Uh-huh.
100%. And the one thing that people sometimes fail to understand is that you also have to go through life yourself in order
Right.
to talk about some of the things that you're talking about. You
Right,
know?
Yeah.
exactly.
Because some of these guys are fucking talking about drugs and like all these shit.
And they don't do it.
Bro, you're not about it, man. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I'm
for
saying?
real, say that shit louder, man.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
That's
bro. I've
always
noticed that
been
shit. I
I
noticed
feel
that
like that's
shit, dude.
always been a thing in like hip hop in general.
Right.
Like just rappers. Because that's definitely like my favorite genre of like music. So I've
Right.
always like studied it or known about it. And it's definitely one of those things where like you can just tell when people are capping.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Most
Like you're like, bro, you're not doing all that. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And in that, genre of music that's huge is like the authenticity of it. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, you're talking about this and your EP or your album or your song is about this, but like, are you really living that life or are
Right,
you not?
exactly.
And then I think when people do and they have experienced it, you can just tell through the music alone. You know what I mean? Like you can just resonate with it.
Because the emotions are there. you know,
Exactly,
and the
that's what I'm saying.
substance is there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And I think like even your EP, like it's creative in the sense that it's only 3 songs,
Right.
but they all lead to something, and it's even in the title of it.
Right.
That's why I wanted to know the title because I
Uh-huh.
feel like a lot of like rap albums always have some meaning
Uh-huh.
in just the title alone.
Right,
So I'm like,
yeah.
okay, why tragic endings? Like explain that. And now
Yeah.
it makes sense. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, this song's about this one's about that, and in the third one, it kind of leads you into the title because it's just a bad ending. So that's dope.
Yeah,
I like
no,
that.
That's
tight.
crazy, right? And like the fact that you talk about, actually living this shit. That's what I meant about last year really being like a turning point in my career. Like the start off of my career, it really took off last year because I had gone through some shit prior to that. And that whole year it really took a toll on me. It's just some shit that it's just I don't know, man. I was in the dumps for like that whole year, man. And that's where this came from. It's funny because that's when I really started getting close with my crew, CZB. Which is, shit, call it what you want to call it, but we're just a group of ambitious ass people who are striving for the same goal. You know what I'm saying? So I started working with them heavily, like barely last year, and
At this point, bro, I'm gonna make a whole
collab.
ass compilation
Compilation of him doing that.
It's gonna be like,
but it's funny because their type of rap, their style of rap, is way different from my shit. Like their shit is like way more like I don't know how to put it, but like a little more aggressive. Like my homie CZB Bambi, shout out to him. He's got shit in Spanish, he's got shit in English.
Sure.
Really dope ass shit. Real ass shit. Wavy, for example, he's got real ass shit. He really talks like more of like a sack rap type beat,
okay.
but like he has his own flow to it, and it's really like crazy,
I feel like earlier he had some of your songs on, and it gave me like a Mac Miller vibe.
Right, and then that's where you have me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of hard working with these men at first, because it was like
The style difference.
fuck. It was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to hop on this like EBK J-Bo type beat, and it's like, man, I don't like that's not my shit really. But like, I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna spit my shit though, I'm not gonna say no. And that's what really pushed me to just be so versatile. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck it, this is out of your comfort zone, but I'ma still go at it. I'ma still try it.
That's good, man.
And then that's where it really started. And then from there, that's when I really that's where I will go ahead and transfer. I mean, I don't know the word, but
transition.
I transition. There you go. I transitioned to my own style, which is like this, Mac Miller vibe, this R&B type vibe. Because I mean, if you ask me what my biggest role models are, I mean, shit, I'm a big Brent Fayez type, guy. I really love soul. Big soul guy. Shit, I like blues. I like just really emotional music. You can really feel.
I was gonna ask you about the blues because of the instruments you mentioned.
Right, because I play the guitar as well. So like I'm really, man, like, and it's funny because I'm half black, half Mexican. So like, and the funny story is that I never grew up with my dad. My dad is black. I never grew up with them, so I was never really in touch with any of my black culture. I grew up with around Mexicans from Sinaloa, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Sinaloa, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Puro
sir.
Sinaloa, puro culiche.
Puro culiche, hell yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
fuck with that.
And fuck, and like it was crazy because like when I started playing the guitar and I started getting into blues, it was like shit, like I really feel the emotion. This is like my one connection. I feel connected to this part of myself, and that's what really sprouted that love for that style of music. Was like, man, I really want to be emotional on my shit. I really want people to feel, what like I really want to portray feeling in my music.
That's probably like a way to put out your emotions too.
Right,
like,
exactly.
through
Almost
music
definitely. And it's always been music for me, if I could say, to this point in my life. Shit, nigga been through some shit, you know what I'm saying? And music has always been my outlet, and I'm so grateful, and I'm gonna keep doing that until so shit until I can no more. You know.
So
Yeah.
with so this was your first EP, right?
Right. This is my first.
So
one.
do you have like plans to work on like a second one or a third one this year?
Oh yeah. So the plan for this year is I'm gonna be doing a joined album, a joined EP most likely
Okay.
with one of my boys, Nano. You know Nano, right?
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a joined EP with my boy Nano. Hopefully coming out this summer.
Dude, all these young
Yeah.
guys are coming in hot.
Yeah,
dude.
man. CZB consists of me, Wavy, Buka, who you worked with yesterday, Nano, our big homie Bambi, our big homie J Cozy. You know, we've really been on like behind the curtains putting in that work.
It's just kind of coming out now.
And right now we're starting to hit the fucking pavement and hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like we're putting shit out. So with that said, for my plans, I'm gonna do that EP with Nano, hopefully dropping this summer. And then through the entirety of this year, I plan on working on an album to drop around fall time.
Okay, so an actual album. this
An
time.
actual album, yeah, with
That's what's up.
you know, really kind of just this album. I really want to emphasize on an introduction of who
You are.
Moreno is.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, really just go into deep emotion with, you know, who the fuck it is to be Moreno, you know what I'm saying? What this nigga went through. And hopefully with that, I can go ahead and reach, you know, people who somewhat been through the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's all I really want to do. I really don't ask for the fame aspect of this.
You just
career.
wanted to impact people.
I just want to reach those people. Yeah, I really do. And
I think that's
like,
how it should be when you
Right, no, for
make
sure.
music.
And like, it's early in my career, you know. Money can corrupt the niggas so quick, but I mean,
Especially when it comes quick.
right, exactly, you know. So I'm glad right now. I'm chilling. I still haven't made that much money off this EP. If you're hearing this podcast, go ahead and listen to that though for me.
Yeah, go ahead
You
and
know what I'm
listen to
saying?
that
Yeah,
shit.
for sure. But I mean, shit. I'm gonna keep doing me until one day the right person notices. And I'm not talking about no big time artist, no one. Like, I mean, the kid who's going through the same shit as me. Here's this song and here's my story and knows that shit. I didn't go through the like this nigga's finally doing shit. He lived a life like me. I can do it too. That's all I want. You know, that's all I want. Fuck it. If I'm working a fucking job while rapping till I die, fuck man. Fuck it.
End of the day, it's just
Yeah,
like
man, because
your
I'm
outlet.
doing what I love. Yeah, because I'm doing what I love, man.
I feel like that's the authenticity though. When people make music, is like when you do it, regardless of if you blow up or not. Like
Right.
it's almost guaranteed you're going to because it's just your passion.
Right,
And I
exactly.
think that's like something we've talked about when like people want to get into photography. You know, who are like, oh, I want to start taking photos because they kind of see like the money that can be made or like the lifestyle, I guess. But it's like, don't do that because of that. Do it because you truly enjoy it. Because then when you're not making money, you're going to give up on it. And you're going to be like, oh, there it goes. And that's when you just know that people are doing it for them or if they're doing it to make money type
And
of
to
thing.
like piggyback on that is like, that's like the photography aspect, and then like putting it towards like, you know, an artist's aspect. Like you'll see a lot of youngsters. I mean, why do I say youngsters? I'm still young, man. You'll see a lot of people like you'll see a lot of newcoming artists do it for the aspect that they'll be able to get away with like partying their whole life. You know, they'll get away with not having to work a 9 to 5. You know, which is not bad. It's just not bad at all. Actually, fucking shit. Shout out to Anthony, the owner of Masterpiece Studios, and
that's the
Neon,
homie.
Neon
Yes, sir.
Babylon. We actually had this conversation
been
as
chilling?
well.
Oh.
Yeah, man. And
Dude, I feel like that he's
he
a
has
really
so much
good. Yeah.
powerful shit, man. That he's one of the people I'm most grateful for in this life. And one day I told him, and although I was drunk, I'll say it again right now. You know, like he is someone who has influenced me to do great. And like the words he says, like any conversation that man's having, and if it's in front of me, like you better best believe I'm listening to that shit because I know what I mean. And it's not to be no nosy ass nigga, but it's because
He's a
the
very,
shit
like-
he's saying is so powerful
Yeah.
and it's only gonna like.
I feel like I've never been around Anthony where I didn't enjoy the conversation he was talking about.
No, for real.
Like you always just want to listen to him, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
he's so like just radiates that energy of like if he's having conversation, you know it's good for you type
Yeah.
of thing. Like
Yeah.
you'll
Yeah.
get something out of it.
Exactly.
He's definitely had a big impact. I feel like in a lot of
People
artists.
here,
And
yeah,
it's crazy.
Not only like
Yeah.
rappers or
just anything.
Any
anybody,
creative,
dude. Like
yeah,
if you're
you know?
talking to that guy, dude, you better shut up and listen.
Yeah, for real. Like just take the
That
notes.
part.
Yeah.
Like shut
Just
up.
soak
really
it in,
cool.
bro. Soak it
But
in.
the conversation we were having was about like a lot of these people because I had brought in I brought in Chris G with me that day to the studio, and then we were talking about Chris G wants to put out a clothing line. But
Who's this again?
Chris
Chris who?
Chris G?
Chris G?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No.
Chris as in like Chris.
Yeah, Chris. I didn't know he wanted to put on a clothing line.
Maybe you know that
He's
you
been
know
thinking
what?
about
I maybe
it?
might be talking on my ass right now, shit. But y'all better watch out because I know what that nigga's gonna drop is gonna be some heat. Either way, I came with him to the studio one day. Anthony was there. We were talking and shit, and then my man's like, we were talking about what he wanted to do with it. You know, where he want to take it. Long story short, like what the conversation was. What I want to say is like. He was talking about how, like, you don't have to be in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be, you know, like, a lot of people want to be, like, the designers for things. But you don't only have to be a designer. You could be, like, all these other... I don't know how to explain, like, what he said. But, like, example. I'm an artist, you know. Everybody wants to be the artist. Everybody wants to be the main person. Everybody wants to be that rapper. Everybody wants to be the one, the poster boy, you know. But... nobody's thinking about, you know, doing the production. No one's thinking about doing the management no more. No one's thinking about doing, like, you know, all these other underlying careers that you could do with shit.
From one
you
thing,
know,
yeah.
From one thing because they want to be that,
The
you know,
main one,
the
yeah.
main
Yeah.
person.
There's a lot of lanes and like
Yeah, I kind
your
of explained that
craft.
shitty. Yeah, I kind of explained that shitty, but that's kind of like the what way we were getting to.
But here's the funny part.
Right.
Once you enjoy the whole process,
Right.
then you almost automatically become the face of it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, and then like I feel like that's a big thing. Always like always try to, you know, like to study your career and like always study those underlying, you know, careers that come with it because like you can always be a master of it all, you know, like you could be not only a photographer but an editor, you know what I'm saying? Not only a photographer but a videographer, you know, not only, you know, you're doing all these other things, you know, instead of just being that one person. I don't know. That was a great conversation I had with him though, and I really think that that's pretty powerful, you know. And it's
he's really cool, man. Shout
Yeah,
out to
you
him.
know.
I mean, to piggyback on that,
yeah,
you got the music and now you got the modeling because I know
Right.
that's been kicking
yeah,
up.
no, for sure. And then that's
So let's talk
exactly-
about that.
And actually, that's funny thing. That's exactly why I did it, you know.
Just to have other lanes.
Yeah, so I did this tarot reading. Pretty good. Like I'm pretty into tarot and shit. I did this tarot reading one day with my aunt, and what came out was like I kind of asked long story short, what I asked the deck was like, you know, what should I like? Is this music shit for me? All right, and then I go ahead pull out my cards, you know, and long story short, what it was is it just tells me that you have to devote pretty much your all if you really want to make the progress you want to make. So then it was kind of hard for me because like when I did this reading, I was still in high school. So I was like, fuck, you know, maybe I should just put my music aside and study and do my school or shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should put myself down and do that shit. But, you know, me being me, I dropped out of school. Went ahead and got my GED. Went ahead and started working in construction at 17, you know, and then I started modeling when I was 16 just so I could start promoting my music, you know, because they go, you know, hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
You know, someone's looking at my modeling in my Instagram. They're like, oh, this cool. This kid has fucking cool ass pictures. This nigga make music too? Okay.
And then there's
you know
a
what I'm
different
saying?
interest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just great, man. I love what would you call it? Like expressing myself through my fashion. I really like doing that.
I feel like I think that's like huge in modeling is like the way you dress can be
Right.
like an expression of yourself. I mean, you're just a fashionable dude. You know what I mean?
Alright, thank
You walked
you.
in here, and I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, you corduroy on corduroy.
Yeah,
Like, he'd be
yeah,
looking
yeah,
nice.
like, yeah.
Yes, sir. And then this
got the-
NASCAR. Shout out fucking wait. No, man. Hype T, man. Shout out Hype T, man.
My man's got the double chains, the rings.
Thank
Yeah,
The nice
fuck,
fit,
yeah.
bro. I like your rings
That
a
nice
lot,
watch.
bro.
Thank you, man. I really fuck with
Like the bigger ones.
This
and
shit
stuff?
was this one was thrifted. Yeah, I really like stones.
Stones.
rings.
Yeah,
you
I've been
know.
getting into those rings a little more too. I've been trying to
Right.
find like a tealish one,
Okay.
but they're just hella hard to come by. But
Okay.
I like that
Um,
look a lot for growth.
Shit. Go out to Sac, man. Old town.
I've
like,
heard.
Old,
I've heard.
old downtown in Sacramento has some good ass spots.
Yeah.
That's why I got this bad boy
I'm gonna
right
have
here.
to hit that up one of these
Yeah.
days.
Who's coming up with all these concepts for your photography? Do you come up with
I
all of
use
it?
also okay. I should never really take credit for them. Usually what goes on is it's kind of a joint effort between me and the photographer I'm working with.
Mhm.
So usually it'll be like maybe we're like, what do you think we should do? And I'll pitch them an idea. They'll pitch me one. This last shoot I did with Inner Bloom. What happened with that one is I was helping her with Jordan. I was helping her with what was it? What's she gonna do? She's gonna do a gallery, I'm pretty sure. And I was helping her with that, so I helped her with that. And then we did a shoot for me for my Instagram. And what it was, we just kind of just went outside and we kind of just explored. I feel like that's most of the time I'm with a photographer. Is what
You
we're
just
doing.
kind of go off.
We're
of
going off of that. We're just kind of just freestyling.
Yeah.
So I guess you can say like most of my concepts are like just freestyle like this. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just
Like,
kind of.
we pick a
work with
location.
it.
Yeah, we pick a location, and when we get to the location, we're just like, all right, this spot's cool. This spot's dope. My signature pose, I like to say, is
Which one is it?
I like standing on shit. I always get up on top of something. If I
Oh,
can get
yeah.
on top of something, I'm always on it. I did a photo shoot for
Smoking a
the
blunt?
lookbook. Yeah, I'm always smoking a blunt too. Yeah, but I did a lookbook for Hype T, and it was shot with Trevor. We were downtown and we were in this alleyway, and I was like, oh, yup, these ceilings are hella low. I was like, I'm gonna just hop up on. And I was in like a full ass outfit. I hop on the roof. I get on the roof and we get these amazing ass shots of downtown, me on the roof. And
Trevor, right? Like he was
Trevor,
here, I think.
Trevor?
yeah,
Trevor,
shot by Trevor, yeah.
Shot by Trevor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
I think
like
I saw that set. Yeah.
That one's probably still, that set I did with him was probably still one of my favorites, top 5 for sure, man. Cause dude,
You got a favorite photographer?
shit.
Putting you on the
Um,
spot, huh?
Yeah, you kind of do put me on the spot. Man, that's
It's
really
fine. You
no,
can have your favorite.
No, dude, but it's really hard. I feel I definitely work better probably with Bert.
Oh, yeah.
You hate Bert, yep.
Bert, I've seen him.
Yeah, I definitely work better with him. Like he's been my longtime friend. He's someone who really got like I've been shooting with him for the longest actually. So I feel like I could say I'm more comfortable with him. Every time we get together,
Yeah.
there's always some fucking magic for sure.
No, yeah,
Every
there's
time we
definitely
working.
certain people that you just get along with better, and
Right,
and that
kinda-
shows in the
But
work
that
too.
doesn't but that doesn't go to say that I don't like you know that. You know, I don't like. I fuck with JK the visuals. Like this film, like the pics he takes on film are so like. His name's John. JK.
JK Visuals sounds so familiar. I just
yeah,
can't
John.
picture it.
I know
You know who it
JK.
is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hey, his stuff is super crazy. Like his film, the shit he captures on film is super great.
Yeah.
And you know, most of the, I could say by now, all the photographers I've worked with are probably like some of the craziest out here for sure. I've yet to work with a lot of people like you guys for sure, man. Like what the fuck?
I keep
We need
saying
to-
that.
yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I
man?
keep
We
saying
gotta
that.
get
wanna
No,
some
reach out
I
to you,
started
and just
seeing
don't.
you pop up more in that sense of like, damn, he's really like modeling, and I don't really shoot guys too much because not many
Right.
people do it.
Right.
So I'm like, I already have some ideas. I
Oh,
just need
shit.
to hit you up for it.
Here's
All
the
right.
thing, Nando. I feel like we're getting older, right? Like, getting older, and I feel like we gotta tap into the younger
Generation.
audience too. Like
Right.
he's younger, and then when you work with people like his age and stuff, like you just find all these new clientele. You know?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean that's the
definitely.
thing
You
about
gotta
like
keep up with it. You can't just stay
that's like
with your.
the beauty about being a photographer is that like every year you're gonna meet new people,
Right.
no matter what. You're not gonna shoot the same people from last year all year this year. And when you think about it, you meet so many damn people every year, bro, just from like shooting or
working,
anything,
yeah,
you know, or
working
like
in
even
general.
here, we've met hella people through this
Yeah,
last year. You know, I met a bunch of people I hadn't really met in person or like talked to. And then you look at this year and you're like, oh, all these weddings, all these grads or whatever.
Right.
Like, I've never met these people in my life. That's
Exactly.
another person that you know now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
And
and you
then-
were part of like some like even their history, you know, and that's
Yeah.
crazy to say.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like,
And like I think that's almost like the beauty of photography, man. A lot of people, I get the discussion a lot. They're like, oh, like how do you get into modeling? A lot of people thinking it's just like standing in front of it's just standing in front of a camera, you know? And they think a lot of people might think that like photography is just point and shoot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not. Like I said, like what I do with my work, I try to like every time I'm in a shoot, I always emphasize the emotion of the shoot, the concept of the shoot, what outfit I'm wearing, and then I go ahead like if they're dark tone colors, you know, if they're just soft tone colors, you know, if they're, I really try to emphasize like the emotion and shit, you know, and I really try to give my shit substance every
Yeah.
time, and you know that's the hard part of modeling, and like when you go. When you look into photography, you're not just pointing and shooting. You gotta get angles now. Now you're doing more shit. And then beyond that, though, now you're also like, you know, you're also part of people's like fucking history. Like if you don't like get these good pictures of these people's weddings or these people's grad pics, you know, we have that shit forever. You know,
Yeah,
what I'm
'cause
saying?
that's
We have
usually
some
like a
shitty
once-
ass- yeah.
in a lifetime thing, you know? Like most
Exactly. You
people
can't have another
graduate
wedding.
college
I mean,
with
you
their
could, but-
bachelor's and then that's it for them for
Right.
school.
Yeah.
Most people get married and that's it for them. Like that's the only time they get married.
Sometimes.
And so yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've even seen it in clients where
50% of the
you
time.
know from years ago, and then I'm like, damn, y'all ain't together no more. And I did your wedding shit.
Yeah, it's
It
kind of
happens.
sad when that happens.
It does, because then you're like, damn, bro, like all that time and effort, and then just for it to happen. But
Oh.
it's life, you know.
You believe in
Those
marriage?
people
fool?
hearing this podcast are gonna be like,
They're
Hey.
gonna be like, I ain't getting married.
Do you believe in marriage?
definitely something that scares me for sure, man.
It's a scary thing, dude.
It's a scary ass fucking.
I was
thing.
having a conversation the other day, and they were talking about it like if it was just like something that you do on a fucking Sunday, you know?
Like
I'm
just,
like,
just
nah, man.
you
fucking
just wake
marriage
up
is
when
a
you're like,
big,
screw
big
it.
deal, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's like maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
one day, huh?
I do believe in marriage. I do believe that's something I could attain maybe later down my road, but that's only if, you know what I'm saying.
If it comes.
I'm not making it an expectation either. You know,
Yeah.
if it comes, it comes. I'm not gonna pressure myself. You know, if I grow old alone, fuck it, man. I might as well die alone and rich. You know what I'm saying? But if
Yeah,
I
get it.
you know what I'm saying, some shit. But like, if and when I meet that special one, you know, like, of course, like marriage is definitely gonna be on the table. You know,
Yeah.
most def.
A risk worth
Kids
taking once you meet
now.
the right one.
What was that?
A risk worth taking once you meet the right one.
Almost there.
What about
And
kids?
kids, what were you gonna
No,
say about
fuck,
kids?
man, dude,
Fuck them kids or
I don't
what?
think I'm gonna like. That's probably like.
That's the one. You're like, no
That's
kids.
it,
Yeah,
dude. Hey,
this
man,
fool-
look, maybe
This
one.
was shitted on fucking religion, bro. Marriage and kids, bro.
Dude,
I'm just laughing.
nah, for real though. I mean, shit. You know, man.
No, you asked him how he felt, and he said how he felt. That's not shitting on it. I'm like, that's just giving
maybe
your opinion.
maybe one for sure. Maybe at least un pinche chamuco.
Hey,
a lo
man,
mejor.
here's my-
Just pass down the junior.
Here's my
Maybe
opinion
uno.
on kids, bro. You gotta have them, bro.
Oh,
Yeah?
You gotta have them, bro. What else is gonna be more meaningful in your fucking life
Yeah,
than having
bro.
a little kid?
I hella
bro?
want
That's
kids
true,
for
man.
sure.
You know,
I can't
that's-
wait to be a dad, bro.
I'm gonna be married to the baby mama though. If I'm not, dude, I'm sorry. I can't have the fucking kid, bro.
This fool.
I'm not gonna deal
You
with
said-
that shit, dude. I mean,
Hey,
like,
let me still of us,
no,
bro.
for real, man. It's
No, he
cool.
wants to go the
the right,
traditional
correct
route,
way.
which is
Yeah,
that's
like,
okay.
I want
you
my
know?
kid to have both parents in their life.
No, yeah,
and
that's
not
huge.
and not have to go weekends and weekends. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Weekends with me and then the whole week with their fucking mom. Especially, you know how the court system be. You know what I'm saying, man? Like,
yeah.
even
Oh,
if
bro,
I
I
were
feel
like the
like when
greatest
you-
dad, you know, like they'll still fucking take a kid away from me.
I feel like when you're around people who do that, you're just like, bro, I don't want to do that. Like you just see the struggles behind
Right,
it,
man, yeah.
and it's such a pain. Like, you know, they can make it work, but it's just like, damn, all that could have been avoided. But then when people just aren't meant to end up like that, then
Yeah.
they don't. And at least they co-parent, you know, because then
Right.
there are the couples that don't even co-parent, and then it's like, damn, bro, what are you doing? Like, at least have your kid be cool with both, you know,
Or
and
something,
it's just,
you know,
it's
it-
complicated
and
though.
and it's just so much more complicated to make it work. And then like I just really don't want to put a child in that environment.
It's not
No,
healthy.
yeah,
And
you gotta be
it's
ready.
not necessarily no selfish cause that I don't want to have a kid. You know, it's not selfish at all. Like
No, being selfish would be doing the opposite. Being
Right,
a kid into
exactly.
the world and not
and
caring for him.
not caring,
And
yeah,
just being
man.
like, I'm out, like
That's
I'm good.
selfish as fuck.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Facts.
So I do believe in marriage, man. I do believe in having children, but I don't expect it. For sure, that's
Just
probably
when
Like if it
happens,
comes
it
to it,
happens.
comes to
it
you.
comes to me, yeah, for sure. But yeah, man.
Sorry, man. I'm hitting you with all this.
No, man, I love it. I love
questions,
this. I
man.
love these. I love this type of conversation.
So going back to like, well, you know, we kind of got your insight on like the music and like your plans. As far as like modeling, is that just something you want to do like for fun, or do you
Oh no, I definitely want to take it
to the next
step.
level?
Yeah, I
Okay.
definitely want to start. You know, modeling for brands. I definitely plan on getting published. I mean, those are my plans for this year. I'm trying to push
Like the music and modeling?
In the modeling aspect, I'm really trying to
Okay.
push on getting myself published
Okay.
and getting myself out there.
That's what's
Really,
up.
yeah. And I really want to start this year. I'm gonna start focusing.
Published where though?
I'm not sure yet.
Just
I mean,
anything?
Like
yeah,
a magazine kind of
yeah,
thing or
yeah,
something?
type of deal. Yeah, something
Alright.
like that. Even on someone's, you know, like even on someone's blog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not nothing,
Like something small. It doesn't have to be something huge.
Exactly. You know, I want to be part of a. I mean, with Jordan, I'm gonna be part of her gallery, hopefully. You know, so like that'll be something cool to expect. You know,
Just one little thing at a time, you know?
right, exactly.
That's cool. It's
And
not. I mean, I've never done it. I don't think it's that hard.
It's not.
Should
I mean,
be
as
able to
long
do
as
it.
like you're just like you're a cool person, because I mean you're working with people like
Connections.
Yeah, exactly, and that also, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I really do want to, but like I really do want to branch out and start working for sure with like people out of state. You know, I still want to start travel. I want to definitely start traveling and doing shoots. Definitely
Just
So-
collabing with people out of
Yeah,
state.
man. I mean, shit.
I mean, that's how you get out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, Reno's cool. I mean, but I think I've done enough here. For
Yeah,
sure. Like,
it's okay to expand.
Yeah, and it's not that I've done enough, but I've done enough. I've done what I've had to do. I'm gonna keep doing more shit. Trust me. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna stop shooting.
I feel
here,
like
you know,
you're at a level where you're like happy with what you achieved,
but- right now. It's
but
time
there's
to
still
branch
like
out.
more achievements you're gonna have, but you want to bring the achievements elsewhere,
Exactly.
you know? So it's like the versality thing.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you don't want to be tied down to
Yeah,
one
no, most
city.
definitely not. And I
So-
don't. I really emphasize being out of comfort zone for sure. Kinda,
That's a
Yeah,
good thing. That's a good thing.
Staying in your comfort zone ain't gonna get you nowhere. I promise you that.
Yeah. once you get
I was
too
having
easy,
a
then-
conversation with Christian, with Seymour, the barber.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
that's
cool.
funny. My mom grew up with his brother.
Yeah.
My mom and his brother used to be real tight.
Yeah, Seymour and I go back
Oh, yeah?
like years, you know, and so when he came back,
Oh, so you know his brother Mario then?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so that's my mom's homeboy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I grew up. They knew me since a kid. I mean, Seymour started cutting my hair when I was like fucking 11, 12.
Yeah, that fool
Yeah.
started cutting when he was
Seymour's
like
killing it, bro.
14, 15.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. When he's still in the
Like
Reed
when he
and
was
shit,
in
huh?
high school. Yeah, when he was at Reed. And we were having like because this was the first time I'd seen him since he was in Vegas for like 3 years, you know? And
yeah.
it just so happened that his shop is like right next to my tattoo artist's shop.
Oh, sick.
And so I saw him there with him. I'm like, you're back in Reno with him?
yeah, dude.
And then I'm like, bro, cut my hair.
Have you seen the shit he's doing?
Oh,
though,
bro,
man?
yeah, his
That's
shop.
That's
man.
crazy.
He has
Yeah.
so many like dope things coming up, bro. Like
Dude, that's
it's crazy.
it's
His
so crazy
shop
to
is
see
like
it.
insane.
We need him sitting right
Yeah,
here, bro.
I've
No,
told
you
him.
do.
I've told him. He
Do.
told me to just tell him when, so I'm gonna hit him up before he
Yeah,
can come in. But
That's it.
he's
cool.
also one of those people that like gives me Anthony vibes. That
Right.
when you really sit and talk with Seymour, like the
Exactly.
conversations he'll have with you, it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
They're impactful.
like
They're
it's dope to be
yeah.
talking to someone. And he was just, you know, we were having a catch up talk,
Right.
and he was telling me about when he was planning to come back here, you know, because he felt like, okay, Vegas has been dope, it made me grow, but now I'm comfortable. And he's like, I don't like the comfortable word.
Yeah,
You know
hell
what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
And that made me think like that's a really good mindset to have, is to like not want to be comfortable. Like be uncomfortable, you
Right.
know? And he's like, his whole thing was like, I want to open up my own shop. that makes me uncomfortable, but that makes me want to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a challenge and it's
And
like
did
a
you
new
see
thing.
the fucking shop that this man
shop,
opened,
man.
dude? It's
Bro,
a,
that shop is
it's
so
like
clean.
a beauty to walk into that
So
shit.
You just walk in there and you're like,
Yeah, dude, holy shit.
I mean, there's nothing like it here.
oh
Dude,
no,
no.
hell no.
No,
He's
hell
definitely doing
And here's
it.
the thing: it's cool to leave Reno and then come back and like with something.
Something like that.
Yeah, man.
You
Yeah.
come back and you do something freaking cool for the
Yeah,
city.
his shop is clean. I know he's got a lot of plans for it for like the grand opening and everything.
Right.
So like it's gonna be sick. But that was like something that stuck with me a lot that day, and I've kind of been like putting it into play ever since. Because it's like, yeah, it is okay to not be comfortable.
Right, exactly.
Like be uncomfortable and
Right.
pursue something that's gonna challenge you because that's
Exactly.
just how you're gonna grow. Cause he's like, he's like, that C word's not allowed in my household, bro. He's like, no comfortableness around here. And I'm like,
hell yeah, man.
I like that though. Like that's dope. Cause then you see everything he's doing and it's like, the dude has the drive for it.
Exactly.
So it's like, of course, if you're not comfortable all the time, you're going to go out and do shit that, you know, you weren't doing before.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're in that lane too of like, I don't want to be comfortable.
no,
you know?
most definitely not.
Cause that should be like a good mindset for everybody to have is like, be uncomfortable. It's
Right.
fine. You
Yeah.
know?
Nothing ever is worth when it comes a little too easy, man.
No.
You gotta work for sure.
Gotta work for it. Exactly. Are you still doing like the other music though? Like with the
yeah.
groups?
Oh yeah, with the grupo, yeah. I stay consistent with the grupo still.
And
Yeah,
you
new
still
singer,
huh?
We got a new singer.
New singer,
Yeah, we
right?
did. Jose, my homeboy Jose, man. Shouts out to him, man. He's doing great shit with us.
And you
man.
still you're still working, right? Like
Yeah,
your
I still
your
work.
construction thing?
Yeah.
How you been like going about balancing everything?
Shit, I mean,
Because I know it can be a lot, you know.
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I work weekdays. Fucking sometimes. I mean,
Construction, right?
yeah, sometimes 5 a.m. to fucking like around 5 p.m.
Damn.
Like a whole
Damn.
Damn.
He said, damn.
But it's like because like I have to drive shit. Yeah, I have to drive all the way out to Truckee.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
so
to
it's a far
back.
drive.
Yeah, I have to drive back.
That
from
alone
Truckee.
is like 45 minutes,
Yeah,
almost
dude.
2 hours of driving.
almost out of my day and shit. And I mean, usually during that time, I like to like really just like sit in my car, think, listen to shit, freestyle, you know, do my shit.
Mellow out on the way there.
You know, for
Yeah.
sure. And then I mean, usually we have practices on Thursday. I mean, at 6. So I mean, Thursday I'm not doing nothing.
For the grupo?
Yeah, for the grupo, I make sure I'm doing my time for the grupo. Usually on Sunday we have our tocadas at Campesinos.
So you guys still do your little gigs?
Yep, hell yeah. And then
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
usually Saturdays we have gigs, you know, for whoever and shit. So then like I'll make sure that like with time, you know, obviously nos contratan con tiempo. So I mean like
You can plan ahead.
yeah, I can plan ahead on that Saturday and shit. Other than that, you know, like
Do you just kind of occupy the other time with like your own music plus the
Right.
modeling at this point?
Yep.
What would
and I
be
occupy-
your priority?
my priority? Shit, that's a good question. Definitely my music. I mean, my solo music and the grupo's music right now. Right now, we're doing shit with the grupo. We're starting to apply. We're applying more pressure than we ever have right now. So right now, that's definitely a priority for me.
Is it still called Maximo Siete or is it
Maximo
something-
Siete, yes sir. Yeah, we're applying hella pressure again, man. We're starting to get back to better than what we were. You know what I'm saying? So right now, that's one of my priorities as well as my own music. Right now, it's all about shit. We're gonna move our studio somewhere closer, somewhere more convenient for me to locate, you know, and get to. So I'm gonna be creating almost like every day as much as I fucking can. Well, I'm like when I'm at my house and shit. So then there's that. That's probably my main priority. Going in close second is my modeling for sure. You know, whenever I can set up a shoot, let's set that up. Whenever I'm doing something, whenever I can work with someone, let's do it.
Yeah.
Whenever I can, whenever I'm just sitting down on the couch, I'm like I'm hitting people up. You know, I'm trying to network. I'm trying to do shit. I'm trying to, you know, get myself out there. You know, it's like a consistency, but those are probably my main two priorities, main three, if you would.
Still single? Are you? Are you?
Am I?
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Are you struggled there for a little bit, dog? Because there might be people watching like, damn, they even
No,
ask
I'm
him
just
if he's
saying
single?
because, you know, if you're in a relationship, then you have to take time aside for
Okay,
that.
okay,
and stuff,
not
so.
okay. It's not official yet, so I'm still considered single, but I'm not really single.
But you're
Wow.
seeing someone.
Yes, I have
Okay.
seen some. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Because I'm like, she might watch this and be like, boy, what'd you say?
yeah. Let me clarify that for sure.
Y'all chill the fuck out.
No, she should clarify to me that I'm still single. We're still single. So I mean, fuck, we're still single until I fucking drop the question. I mean, it's true, man.
So it's official, yeah.
Yeah, so it's true. I mean, it's true. So,
It's a lot on your plate, man.
huh?
That's a lot on your plate already.
Shit, man, for sure it is, bro.
Busy man.
No, man.
Busy man.
It's the
That's
only-
good, though. Better
the
to
only
be
way to
busy
do
than
it,
not.
though.
Right, no.
That's the
man.
only way to do it.
Right.
Yeah,
you like to
exactly.
stay. I mean, I feel like it's nice to stay busy. I mean, it makes life go by faster, for sure. I mean,
Facts.
but I mean, at the same time, it's pushing me to get to where I want to be in life.
Yeah.
I also think
I fuck with that.
for your age, you have a good head on your shoulders as far as like what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because there's people, you know, that are younger, bro, that just no idea, you
Right.
know, and that's fine.
People
Find it
even
when
my
you
age,
find it.
You know, yeah.
But
Dude,
it's
that's
also
so
like
true.
when you get older, you're just like, damn, I wish I would have been on that level back in the day, you know?
Right,
Like I
yeah.
see, like even my brother who's 15, where he's at, I'm like, I wish I was like that when I was your age, bro. So I just
Yeah.
try to pass it on to him, and I'm like, don't fuck up. Like you're
Right.
doing well at 15.
Yeah.
Like by the time you're 27, like me, you're gonna be a way better position, you know? Or
it
like,
doesn't seem like a lot, but those years, especially after high school,
oh, dude,
if you
huge.
really grind it out, man, you're gonna really get
Yeah,
ahead.
like grind out your early 20s so you can enjoy your late 20s.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
Like, just-
for sure. I mean, it
For sure.
sucks. 'Cause, I mean, you barely like.
Yeah,
know.
because you're young and you want to just go do shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then, like, if you just make the sacrifice in your early 20s, by the
Pays
time you're
off.
like
Yeah, exactly.
past 25, you're big
Most
chilling.
definitely.
Pays off.
pay off.
Like, big chilling after. And I had friends who were like I'm just grinding it out after high school for 3-4 years. And now they're in such a good place. I'm like, damn, I should have done that. But,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
It's
we
funny,
slowly,
Definitely
we
my
slowly
route
getting
too,
there.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
Daniel, right? Like
Yeah,
he made your
Channel
video for
47, yeah,
Channel
my boy.
47. It's funny. I mean, he was here yesterday too,
Right,
and
yeah.
he's been here before. And I see him, and I kind of just see myself on him.
Like when you're, yeah.
when I was back there, back then making videos and doing all this shit, fucking kind of clueless, honestly, like a little bit clueless, but just going for it, man. Like this. No, I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah,
I'm
like
gonna
just
do it.
risking it and doing it just to do it. Like
Yeah.
even if you're lost, just make it happen.
Yeah, whenever I see him, he's out and about. He's working a lot. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
cool to
man.
see.
I always pay my respects to Danny for sure, cause the shit Danny be doing is like, especially like to recap, is like for his age, for the position he's in right now. Man, my boy Danny's doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people would want to be in his position. Man, boy Danny is like, we've been talking like we talk a lot lately. We've been talking a lot lately, and I can assure you that this year alone, you're gonna see a growth in Channel 47.
Yeah, he's been really
and
doing
Danny
really good.
that you probably haven't seen prior to this. And the funny thing about that, and the great thing about that, is that it's only gonna accumulate and it's only gonna get better. The next year that comes in, this boy's gonna be doing better than he did this year.
Yeah.
And I can just assure you, like I said, I can assure you, my boy Channel 47 is gonna do exactly what he wants, because he's got the ambition, the drive, and just the mentality. And he really serves as an inspiration almost, you know, because the things he talks about, the ideas he creates, you know, he's just in all sense a like a creative person, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And he comes up with some crazy shit and like some nice ass shit. And it's like, Danny, you're crazy, bro. It's like it's like Danny, man, like you just keep outdoing yourself time after time, man. You're crazy, and
Yeah, I love seeing him out there.
he's the greatest.
He's cool. All right, man.
Well, I think
I
we
feel like
covered
that's a
everything.
wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
like
a
we
really
did
good
it, dude.
conversation.
Nice, man.
I like
Shout out your socials and stuff. and then we
Go
can
check
wrap
out
it
my
up.
boy's EP.
Yeah, for sure. man.
Photographers, if you need a male model,
Yeah, I'm right here
Oh, yeah,
for sure.
for
this
sure.
your boy.
Go
You know,
listen to the tracks.
go hire them for your events. That music be
Yeah.
going ham, man.
Yes,
I'm letting you
man.
know.
Máximo siete, esto
I'm like, if you want to hear it, go back a couple episodes and
There
you'll
you
get a
go.
live preview that we had in
Oh
here.
yeah.
You get to hear Chava yell for 40 seconds straight
Dude, that was
too,
crazy.
and sound like an ambulance, bro.
No, bro, that was crazy.
Yeah, none of that today though.
No.
Keep it nice and chill.
Yeah, there
today.
you go. Spin the vibe, huh?
Yeah,
You
man.
spin the vibe. No,
Nah,
but thank
man.
you, bro. We appreciate
No, I
it.
appreciate you guys for
It's
real,
a
man.
pleasure having you,
love,
bro.
I love the conversation.
Hell yeah, bro.
Always, man.
We'll definitely be shooting.
Yeah,
I'm
of
gonna-
course.
I'm gonna
yeah,
hit
of
you up.
course. That's most def. I'm
You're
Definitely.
crazy. Just like you're talking about that. You're crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on one right now, but it's dope. It's dope. You're on one in a good way.
Yeah,
You know
I was
what I
about
mean?
to say. What
Yeah, you're like, wait, what you mean?
Nah, you're crazy,
Tell?
man.
No. On one in a good way. No, well, thank you guys for watching. We'll hopefully bring another episode next week. And yeah, man, it was great to have you. Good
Yeah,
to see
man. I
you as
appreciate
always.
you guys, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in as well. You know,
Hell yeah.
This is a fun one. I like
Yep.
this one.
Great. Thank you.
All right,
man.
guys, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
I hate being lonely. It'll make me mistake the real for the phony. All I ever want is for someone to really get to know me. But everybody just wanna fuck everybody. Now I'm stuck alone with my feelings all out of control. Now I don't know what to do no more. Yeah. Now I don't know what to do no more. Man, where's the real love? Yeah. We're the real ones. Cause I can't seem to find none. Seem like everybody now just wanna have fun. So when I ask for something real, I'm always left looking real dumb. Man, I'm tired of these useless ass link ups. If you ain't tryna be loved, then girl, speak up.